专家，下午好。感谢物质拉布网站给我这个机会，能介绍我的一些研究情况。这个在物质拉布这个网站积极推动中国木文化的建设和研究的精神感召下。
Our team have 9 members. Now, 5 of them are present here. At the beginning of this year, I went to Zhejiang and Dongyang to make some investigation as to the Dongyang Woodcarver. As far as my investigation moves on, I can feel the long history of Chinese cultures. Although it's a very small wood carving, but we can see the technology and the craftsmanship in it. And more importantly, there is a serious Chinese culture contained in the small wood carving. My presentation have the 4 parts.
First, history of wood carving. And one of the earliest explored wood carving was in the He Mu Du era, which is 7,000 years ago. And a wood-carved fish was discovered in the Warring and Spring and Autumn Festival. These wood carvings, wood figuring, was used as construction decorations. And from the Sui to Wu Dai, Buddhists, and Luo Han of the wood figuring were used in temples, and after the Tang and Song dynasty, wood carvings are used in temples, palaces, and sometimes residential houses for structural decoration, and in the Ming and Qing dynasty, it is used for indoor decoration. Dongyang wood carving is one kind of these wood carvings, which can find its origin in the Tang dynasty, and the prosperity of the Dongyang wood carving is in the Qing dynasty. In Song dynasty, very high level of wood carving, and in the Ming dynasty, wood carving was used for wood block printing. Have been to the palace to work directly for the emperor. And in the Qing dynasty, Dongyang wood carving has become more commercialized. They were sold to Hong Kong, United States, and the South Asian countries. Altogether, there are more, according to rough statistics, 1,000 wood carvings. Some are appreciated as aesthetic value, like to be put on the wall, to be put on a table. And some have practical uses, like those that can serve as a table or lights, to decorate lights. Now some words about the material and the processing technologies. Cypress, redwood, salix. Softer wood and hardwood can all be made into wood carvings. Softer wood is better to be served as wood carving materials, and also lauricea is also used. But for hardwood, like the redwood or the boxes, although it's very difficult to be carved on, but it has longer duration. These are the tools. These are some of the tools for carving, and these are only a part. And if we want to collect the whole picture, maybe 4 times as many as this. There are 6 major categories and 30 subcategories of wood carving knives. The process as follows. First, the drying of the material, of course, is different from the wood material drying for the purpose of being made into furniture. So it's a natural drying process rather than intended one. And then there will be a boarding process, which is to make the board material more smooth. And thirdly, designing and lining, outline, and later there will be a deviation process. Finally, polishing. Altogether, 9 steps are involved in this process. These are the pictures that I've taken. And this step is about the designing. First, the design is drawn on a piece of paper. What I need to emphasize is that the paper drawing or the paper blueprint is only for those immature learners of wood carving. And when they do the wood carving, they will attach the piece of paper on the wood and then go along with those lines. But for those mature wood carvers, they can do it directly on the wood. And this is one of the steps, because there will be some convex curves. And this is for the convex curves to become more vivid, especially for relief. Now we emphasize on the massive production. And these are some rural migrant workers who are working along the production line. Dongyang Woodcarving is a decorative wood carving, especially a surface relief. However, in the 1,000 years of development, many carving methods were born, like the shallow, deep relief carving. And this is a surface relief, a shallow relief, and it relies on the contrast of color. It has very rich content. These are multi-layer carving. You can see that it is not on a single surface or just 2 layers. It is more dimensional, and some of the inner part of the wood is dug out. And such kind of carvings is for areas where people need more transparency and for better ventilation. The left part is a round wood carving. And usually, the carvers will first size up the wood and consider what kind of product can it be naturally made into. And the right part is the relief of a round wood. And this carving are composed of 2 kinds of wood. For example, the inner part is Baxus, and the exterior material is different. So the Baxus carving was actually embedded into the exterior round. And this is opposite to the convex carving. Now this is the carving of a roof, the roof of a tree, and this is the carving of the picture of Lao Tzu, who wrote the moral script, and who emphasized the harmonious relation between human and nature. This is based on the material from a part of the trunk, and we are plotted on the trunk. Usually, people will dispose of this part as waste. However, craftsmen can rely on such wasted trunk to work out this work, which expresses would-be mom's happiness in waiting for her baby to come. And next aspect of my speech is about the heritage of this Dongyang wood culture. As I've mentioned, small as it is, wood carving can reflect a part of the Chinese culture. It means Chinese people's recognition of the culture. We know that Chinese are famous for conservativeness, inwardness, and peace. We have been greatly influenced by this kind of culture, and that's why we stand neutral in many circumstances, and Chinese people are famous for their tolerance and patience. And this philosophy can be found in some Asian origins which finds their expression in certain wood carving works. Dongyang Woodcarving has reflected some of the humanitarian culture. Family wealth, social status, marriage customs, and the relationship among family members can all be expressed through wood carving works. The picture on the left shows that the people who want to marry each other, their family background must be similar. The upper part represents relatively same social status of the two families. I have been to Zhejiang province in exploration, and I hope I can find this kind of building, but I failed myself. Even an ordinary family would not have such a structure, but for those wealthy families, they may have 6 to 8 of this kind of structure. And the lower pattern represents, you can find 2 lions. It is Hu Dui, which also means that the 2 families must be having equal social status. And the decoration about the roof, the upper one is in a triangle shape. It means that the person living in this house is from a military background. And the lower one is in a square shape. It means that people living in this house is from academic, social, or political background, focusing on writing those advices for the emperor. And these all represent a person's wealth and their social status. Based on the local customs in Zhejiang and in other southern parts of China, there is the custom that if you have given born to a boy, then you should plant a certain kind of tree, which represents wealth. And this kind of tree is also found in Chinese legends that this plant is on the moon. The sweet seatant osmanthus, this kind of tree, and And if you have given birth to a girl, then you should plant a loris before your door, because loris will take 20 years to grow into timber. By that time, your girl is at the age of marriage, and this loris can be chopped down and buy some of the gifts to be given to the bride. Besides, loris has a good scent, a very good smell that can drive away some harmful worms. These are two lotus. Two lotus on one single root. And in the middle, the two lotus on one single root means that husband and wife are of the same aspiration to make the family wealthier. And in the middle, two lucky birds have been standing on a lucky flower. It can, and also because this is the lucky bird, it also means luck will strike the family.
Which means double lucks for one household. And another bird is in Chinese called yuanyang. It is kind of lovebirds. This is the lovebirds with lotus. Lotus in Chinese means harmonious, symbolizing the happy and the love life of the husband and the wife. This is picture Mr. Low talked yesterday. This bird is very ugly, but it has a very good name. The name in Chinese is the bat. The bat name of the Chinese name sounds like the fortune in Chinese. In China, this is a five fortune. In China, we worship five fortunes. This is a bat. This is the peach, which symbolizes the long life. All of this are talking about good fortunes, good health. So it's in summary, this shows we have a good health, good payment, and a very light life, light workload. That means this is a very simple a pattern, but have a very good significance. This is deer. Deer in Chinese means the salary of an official. This symbolizes the good career. This picture shows three round fruit. In Chinese, it symbolizes that these people got three promotion consistently. This three round fruit means you got three promotion. You got three promotion in a row. This gesture is a lotus. Lotus in Chinese also means you are very clean government official. The lotus comes out of the water but not get tended by the earth. So that means the person is a very good. It's not corrupt. Look at these flowers. They are in Chinese the very fortunate and very lucky and the very wealthy flowers in China, in ancient China. The spiritual culture of the wood carving. I think the spiritual is very serious, but due to time limit, I will not go to details. This is Guanggong, an ancient he's a hero. This sculpture combined through three stories. Educating people to be loyal to the authority and This is another story about Su Wu, a person in Xihan period. The king sent Su Wu to another country as ambassador, but the other country just detained him there and to treat him like a slave to raise the ships. But Su Wu, for 19 years, wore the traditional Chinese clothes and will not betray his motherland. Look at this sculpture. The name of the sculpture is clean, still, stream water. By a small river, the mother give the baby a bath, showing the great affection, great love of the mother. Okay, in the end, I want to say that Dongyang Woodcarving is an important part of China's wood culture. It has a lot of significance, which worth our investigation and study. Wood culture have a dual role in traditional Chinese culture and artwork. Now the form of the wood carving has changed, and deteriorated. We do not have craftsmen, we do not have materials, we do not have market. What we do have is a lot of problems. So I think what I have said is just some very simple feelings about Dongyang Woodcarving.
就是那个您刚开始说那个就是这个东洋木雕有很多那种材料哈，它好像您说的那个是从那个就是始于唐宋，然后兴于明清，那一直延续下来，它那个材料上在不同时期是不是有什么变化？然后就我所知，好像我们家具上用那个雕刻，在工业上什么用的秋木用的非常多，但是在东洋这点好像刚才您提的材料里没提这一块儿，我不知道这是为什么，好，请您说一下。
这个我感觉这个材料是有这个变化的，因为这个木文化就是跟地域有很大的关系。这个的话就感觉用的最多的是樟木，樟木的话现在的话是浙江的地方本身的话是很少。或者是说是几乎没有了。现在的话就是大多数是从江西，就是他们卖过来的啊。另外的话就是现在的话就是因为它的地方离上海近，上海这个木材这个品种比较多，包括东南亚这个檀木、紫檀、红檀这些木材，以及包括现在进口的非洲木材，现在也开始转向了这个方面了。另外的话就是现在他还从东北去买椴木，另外的话这黄杨木也比较少了。现在的话就是像这些都是这个资源呢就是非常短缺了。至于你刚才提到的秋木，我感觉的话秋木应该是黄河流域的木材树种。秋木的话就是我这次调查的话就是倒没听他说过有秋木没有，但是我知道秋木是适合雕刻的。
我看到那个印的那个木材里面有个红木，红木的话具体是指哪一个木材呀？
红木我看现在的话就是它那个雕刻的从材料来看，它当地叫绿檀，绿檀不知道我知道是不是红木了，我不知道，不收着哈但是红木的话就是还有，因为我那个具体我对这个材种的话就是没有去研究。这个他们说有红木，但是我知道这个红木这是一种商品名称。具体的话是哪一种？这个谢谢。